Hello. Good morning, everyone. Not hello to you. I'm saying hello to the viewers first. Please wait till I introduce you as per the show. You know, you have a podcast. Guests don't just start talking. You introduce them first. Yeah? So, hello. Would you wait? So you'll get your plugs in. There'll be time at the end, and we'll have credits. Hello to all my viewers. Good Sunday morning to you. Today is not live, as you may surmise. I've made a special exception because I have a special guest who's wanted to be on the show. I was gonna say hello to Zach Ryder, but I can't.
Cannot.
So say hello to Matt Cardona.
Always ready, Matt Cardona. Don't forget the nickname.
For what, though?
Like Bret Hitman Hart, always ready, Matt Cardona. You think we'll take off?
Well, I want to know, how'd you come up with the name Matt Cardona?
My parents did, actually. It's my birth name.
Yeah.
That's how, I was born.
And then your dad said, why don't you make a gimmick out of it?
Well, I had to. I can't be Zach Ryder anymore. So am I going to be Brett Matthews, my backyard name? Am I going to be the Ice Z-Man? No, just be my real name, Matt Cardona.
You've never thought about spelling Zach Z-A-C-H and then Ryder R-I-D-E-R?
I'd rather quit the business than do that.
It's very hip.
Yeah, I know.
Very hip.
I understand why it was done in that time period, but I would rather quit the business than spell my name like that and put it on posters and T-shirts and walk out. Oh, sickening.
Well, thank you, Matt, for coming. I know you've wanted to come on for a while now.
This is a dream of mine, And when I got released, I thought, now I can do the show with RJ.
Right.
Otherwise, I could have before, but I probably got some heat.
Yeah, probably. I mean, Austin did it. He had no problem.
Oh, okay.
Mario Cantone did it. He was nominated for a Tony. I didn't catch any flack from the Tony board. And he's been tweeting you now, by the way.
I was about to say, he's not a fan of mine.
Yeah,
he's very upset. He's very upset that I'm good after this recording. I know you already spoiled it, stooged it off that it's not live. But after this recording, I am going to go to the gym and do squats. And I'm very excited. It's been a long time, over 70 days since I've done proper legs. I have some stuff in the backyard, but not a squat rack. So I tweeted that I was excited and that he was not happy about it.
No, he was not. I guess that was very Florida versus New York.
Listen, I'm a New Yorker, but I live in Florida. If the government says that I can go to the gym, I'm going to go. I'm not sneaking out. I'm not doing anything illegal. The gyms are open.
Right.
The gyms are open.
No, I know. And perhaps when you go back to New York, you can patch things up with Mr. Cantone.
I would love to. I'm a big fan. So, if he
name one thing he's done.
Sex and the City.
Oh, very good.
Yeah.
Very good. Now, speaking of, you've decided to join me today in both making coffee and wearing underwear.
That's right.
So what do you have on?
Can you see it all? Can you see
it's a Chewbacca thing.
Chewbacca. It's supposed to be like Chewbacca fur,
Yeah. It's so funny. I saw you for a split second. I thought, oh my, is that Peter Mayhew? But then I realized he's no longer with us.
Full disclosure, I will spoil this. I've been outside. I live in Florida, if you haven't noticed. And I'm outside tanning, working out in the backyard, shirt off, shorts on. My legs were pale. So last night, I had to rub on some fake tanner to tan my legs for this shoot.
Wow.
Yeah.
And, well, let's get a look. Why don't you peter down?
They're not like super tan. They're just not as, I don't know if you can see. Can you see?
And now I have these on. Can you, okay. Are we going to match?
Right.
Yeah, well, I've adjusted the contrast on my camera, so it's very faulty.
Oh, that's cheating.
But I have these. They're a little Rick Rude. They're a little Billy Gunn.
Okay.
Who's also been a guest on the show.
You've had a lot of stars.
A lot of big names, and now I'm having you. And I've made an exception because we're pre-taping this. There's a whole setup. I was very confused. The Zoom business, and let me tell you.
You don't have to spoil that for people. Like we did Live 5. You were a guest on the live Major Wrestling Podcast Live 5, but it wasn't live.
You know what the best part was? But no, let's tell people the real story is that I recorded that for you while you were all still gainfully employed. And then when I found out you weren't, I was like, I'm going to come off like an asshole now.
No.
I was so terrified.
In that same video, Tommy Dreamer says that he hopes I get fired. And then I got fired.
Tommy Dreamer is that wonderful, kind of Kramer where he could just walk into any company at any time.
That's right.
And he never looks impressed to be there.
And he doesn't look impressive either.
Right. And now the reason I made this exception for you, and it's a lot of work here, people usually donate money for me to sing songs. I'm losing out on a lot of money just by doing this. I want you to know. But the reason I'm doing it is because, I think you have a certain special something.
Well, thank you.
And I want to make sure you're going to be okay on the indie scene. And I wanted to put you over to everybody.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. We got a couple days left, like 60-something days. And then if the indies are up and running, I'll be up.
I just, shake everyone's hand. Just be very nice and respectful.
Right.
Work a body part, that whole thing.
Yeah.
And, if I were you, I'd kind of cut the comedy crap.
Okay.
No
more woo-woo stuff.
No. It's fun for a while. And I followed your career for a while. I watched the Major Brothers, and then I kind of petered out for a few years. But what I saw there was good, A
lot of charisma.
Yeah, a lot of charisma. And then once you put on those woolen hats, I said, it's time to go. I'm not really feeling it anymore. So speaking of coffee, which we weren't, but what are you making?
I'm making a little Dunkin' Donuts original blend.
And you like Dunkin' Donuts because they're generally your color scheme.
Well, I never really quite put two and two together, but they kind of are.
Yeah.
I have a Keurig here. Chelsea got me this espresso maker for my birthday, which was a couple days ago. But she just got coffee. She didn't get espresso for it. So now I have like 2 coffee makers. Did
she not realize that there's a difference?
She did not realize. She thought that an espresso, she didn't realize it was the name of the company. She thought everything was espresso.
Wow.
So she got me all these packages. I think they're in here. Oh, where is it? Like all these, they're just coffees.
Yeah.
It says espresso.
See. She's what we would call a savvy consumer.
Great, great gift though. I can't wait to use it every day.
I'm making coffee the old-fashioned way.
Oh, wow.
And I'm going to scoop it into my French press, which you don't even own one, do you?
No. I'm going to drink out of my Oregon mug right
here. Oh,
here.
wait till you see my mug. Hold on. Let me scoop this first. There's 1, 2. Wait, you've already made it?
Well, I wasn't sure. Listen, I have another one ready to go just in case.
Do you know the title of the show? I don't just drink it. I make it in my underwear.
Okay.
I
make another cup?
Yeah, it would be nice. Maybe it'll help your immune system for when you go to the gym.
You know what? And I'm gonna put it in the new Matt Cardona mug available now at prowrestlingtees.com/Matt Cardona.
That's fantastic. And it's a skull because Zach is dead. Is that what you're saying?
He's dead.
And now you're a phoenix from the ashes. And the Phoenix name is Matt.
That's right.
And now you want to see my mug? Let me take a minute to plug this mug.
Oh, wow.
Huh?
That's
a nice
great.
Kurt Angle mug.
That's nice.
And then when you drink it.
Oh, that's a good one.
This mug is specifically for, like, you have to be an asshole boyfriend.
Yeah.
It's only for if you're talking to someone, and you're like, hey, look at this. And then you're like, watch me drink it. And yours just has a trademark on the bottom?
Yeah, Star Wars, Disney parks. That's it.
Now, I know you're a fan of toys, someone told me. So
yes.
I brought a few along with me.
Oh, really?
I thought maybe you could do like a live appraisal.
Okay.
Like Antique Roadshow. Okay, first of all, I have this bendy Ric Flair that looks a lot like B. Arthur.
It does, actually. The condition is not the best, RJ, but you can give that a fig bath, clean it up a little bit.
Yes. And here's a good one that you're going to love. Huh?
Pee Wee Herman. I think I had that as a kid.
And what did you do with it?
I played with it. I was a big Pee Wee fan. I had the little ones too, the big Pee Wee's Playhouse. I had it all.
Yes, I had the color form set.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I didn't have the Pee Wee color forms. No.
I got to dig that up. The next item is a Hulk Hogan toothbrush.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It was well used. He's leaning forward. I think he has some form of, he's got sciatica. So this is like a later model Hulk Hogan.
Now,
and then as you can see, what?
Is that from your childhood?
Yeah. Look, I brushed my teeth a lot, as you can see.
Look at that.
Yeah. And then finally, the piece de resistance. Get ready for this. You're going to love this Huckleberry.
Wow. I'm actually very impressed.
I know. You thought I was just joking. I told you to cut the comedy crap.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Can we curse out here?
What?
Can we curse on here?
Of course.
Oh my, that's beautiful. Actually, I love. Still in the package.
Still in the
Absolutely.
package.
Hey, RJ. All jokes aside, I'm very impressed with that. You can get a couple $100 for that thing.
I bought it at an antique store on Long Island for $75 a couple years ago.
Wow.
You know when you go to like there's a dealer or something and they have wrestling figures and you take advantage of them because you know they're not aware of wrestling at all?
That does. I wish that would happen to me more often. It's actually the opposite. Usually I go into these stores and they know WWE's in town. And they know who I am, and then they try to jack up the prices.
Well, at least now you won't have that problem.
True.
They'll say, who the hell is Matt? And why do you want this Ted Arcidi so badly?
Speaking of Ted Arcidi, I had the figure. I still have it. I don't remember much of his matches, though. I wasn't, Ted Arcidi's
He was very Mark Henry-ish in the sense that they would do a lot of feats of strength.
Right.
That was his thing. And he also had very high socks.
So I had the action figure, so I'm sure I played with it a lot, and I'm sure I saw him on TV. But at the time, like, to me, he was just like, even as a little kid, I knew what like a lower card jobber guy was. He was the jobber in the 80s to me.
Well, because you never saw a Ted Arcidi logo.
Right.
Or you never had a Ted Arcidi theme song.
No. So to me, he was like a lower card guy in my fig bed.
Also, as a kid, you understood the unmarkability of the name Ted.
Well, Ted DiBiase, though.
Yeah, but he was a heel, the $1 million man.
Right.
If he was just right.
You know that I'm the $1,000 broski?
Real? Do you have one glove?
No, but I have the purple suit.
Oh yes, I've seen this get up. Right? Are you gonna take bookings as that? Kind of like how The Godfather does Papa Shango too?
I do think that the major wrestling favorite podcasts, when this pandemic clears up, we do our live podcast, but we will also do live wrestling shows.
Right.
So in that context, I will dress up like that.
Yes.
But not for like NYWC or something like that. Only for major wrestling favorite podcast presents Turmoil or whatever.
Yes. Yes. Now, speaking of money, how do I put this bluntly? Your fiance owes me $10.
You know what? I keep hearing about this, seeing the tweets. I don't know what the deal is with that.
Okay, hold on. My water's boiling. Hold on, I'll be right back. And I'll explain it to you while I pour here.
I hope I shouldn't be wearing headphones because I'm not.
No, it's just me. I didn't want to have the reverb.
Oh, okay.
There we go. So a while ago, years and years and years ago, at another company that we'll call the AWA.
Yes.
She needed laundry detergent, and I was doing a run. I was being a gentleman. I was being a nice fella. And I said, you know what? I'll get it for you. And she said, oh my, that's so nice. When we all go out tonight, I'll buy you a drink or something, or I'll pay for your Cobb salad, which I never do. So we all go out, and of course, she never mentions it.
Really?
Yeah. So I think, wow, I'm sitting there staring at the woman going, you have no principles, you have no morals. And this was, I think, before she was with you, so I feel like I should have warned you. Right. But now, of course, I tweet her all the time. No, she kind of laughs about it in my face, like it's a gimmick. But as you know, I'm no longer a comedy guy.
You're not?
I've turned heel.
I did not know that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So don't cheer or laugh or anything.
Okay.
And then, we have a good relationship. We've sent each other gifts, you and I.
We have. That's right. Little Craig T. Nelson.
Yeah. And a little Jerry Van Dyke. And
that was hard to get on eBay. Not that it was like expensive. It was just hard for one to pop up that I felt was in the good enough condition and had the right autograph.
Yeah.
It was still written out to somebody else, but
that's fine. Jerry Van Dyke's kind of like the Ted Arcidi of the comedy world, But then nothing else. And she's walking around in these fur coats with that guy with no socks. And they're lounging in a pool.
First of all, that's my pool.
I know.
Well, hey, our pool.
Yes.
But here's a little trivia fact. I don't know if you saw the little vignette they had on their television program.
Oh, I've seen it.
They're at the pool, right? So first of all, they're at the pool, right? So I'm not allowed to go in the pool because they're filming all day. And they need this underwater shot, right? They need someone to get under the water with this waterproof camera and, hold their breath, risk their life, get under there, and have Chelsea dive over them. Now I'm counting. There's like 1, 2, 3, including Rob. There's like 4 other people there who could have done this.
Right.
What do? They knock on the door. They asked me to do it.
Mr. Cardona, we know you need some work.
Well, I was still Zach Ryder at the time.
Oh, really?
Right.
So this was just a straight slap in the face.
Got no payday.
Yeah.
Got my check on Monday. No bonus.
Yep.
And I risked my life.
That's hard. That's stunt work. I'm surprised that they haven't done a cinematic match underwater. Like, why didn't you pitch that? Like a Shark Week match or something.
Now they can.
Yeah.
We know that iPhones now can go underwater with the proper case.
Right.
So
well, I'm happy she's doing well. And I know you guys are at some point going to wed.
That's right.
I'm not in the wedding party because I was not sent a jean jacket. So, you know, I mean, as a wedding gift, I don't mind sending you guys a receipt for $10.
Hey, listen, I mean, Chelsea, now that she's the breadwinner in this household now. So,
I mean, if it's your pool, is it also your debt? Like if it's,
I would say everything here, like it's my house,
yeah,
but it's our home. So it's my pool, but it's our backyard with the pool in it.
So my question is, how many people owe me the $10?
I mean, listen, we can do 50-50. I can do. You take PayPal, right? Friends and family.
I take PayPal. Yeah.
All right, we can talk about it. You know.
Yeah.
I've been selling so many of these Major Wrestling Career podcast mugs on ProWrestlingTees.com/MajorWPod. So I think I can, unless you want a mug, I can send you a mug.
You can send me a mug, but you'll still owe me $10. I don't think you understand the.
Okay, I'll just send you the $10.
You know, I'm also a little upset with the fact that you do have the mugs on Pro Wrestling. I feel like you hopped me in the mug line as far as ProWrestlingTees.com. If anyone should be selling mugs there, it should be me.
Why don't you?
Because I don't have the following. I don't have the, you know, I didn't wear a woolen hat for a couple years and take some bumps off the apron.
Print on demand. There's no stock of Major Pod mugs somewhere.
Why can't they get me mugs?
They probably can. Did you ask?
No, I didn't ask. I just assumed. I didn't realize there was a call. People ask for the mugs all the time, you know?
Oh, put them up there. You could probably have them up tonight.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll type in mugs and see what comes up. And you also have a hat, too.
Oh, and a hat. I mean, there's tons of them. I am a hustler. I love being free right now because not hustle like scam people, but hustle like work hard,
yeah,
get results in that sense.
Yes.
So the fact that like I just make merch, if something pops in my head, make it, you know.
I'm so looking forward to sitting in silence with you at the merch table.
Well, I mean, I think I'm gonna be one of those guys that like I will only do like intermission, like in the ring photo ops.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think I'll be at the table beforehand.
Oh, I see. So you're literally above me because you'll be standing in the ring.
Yeah, and then the photo ops, signatures.
Yes, and then at some point, 3 months from now, no one will be lining up, and then you'll be stuck like some sort of bear in captivity. And then you won't know. You don't want to look like no one's taking a picture with you, so you'll just start hitting the ropes and doing rolls and stuff.
Right. Oh man, I haven't hit the ropes in like months.
I don't hit the ropes when I wrestle. It's not necessary.
No.
Now this is an interesting question. At some point, the way the dynamics are, the way the indie scene works, at some point, invariably, we may cross paths in the ring.
Sure.
Right? And we've never done that before.
No.
We've never been physical with each other. We went bowling once, but not against each other.
That's right.
What do you think? Like, how do you think? Are you nervous? Are you like, this guy probably has no idea what's going on?
Honestly, man, like I'm excited to wrestle so many different people. You're on the list for sure.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry, the number one guy on my list is Rapid Delivery Rory Fox. You know who
he is? Yes. The crotch busting guy.
Right. I pulled off his tights accidentally on television, exposed his penis to the world. He was wearing no undertrunks.
Which was his own fault.
Yeah, very odd.
Yeah.
He got very hot at me saying I pulled his tights too hard. But his trunks were sewn in the middle. Usually trunks are sewn at the side.
Yes.
So it looked like he was wearing a dress.
Yes.
Anyway, long story short, we built up this feud, this rivalry on social media, and he came to one of our live podcast shows and he pulled my pants down. Right. So
good
now,
psychology.
Right.
Yeah.
So now I think the rubber match, kind of to answer your question from before, will I wear the tuxedo? It will only be against Rapid Delivery in a tuxedo match.
That's fair enough. That's
fair
and
enough.
this happened on ECW?
The WWE CW.
Yes, which is good because next week I'm having DJ Gabriel on.
Oh, I love DJ Gabriel.
Yeah, I liked the disco motif. I really did. I saw it and I said, this is just for me, you know?
When that first, I don't know if you're joking or not, by the way.
Well, I'm not having him on, but I do enjoy the disco motif.
But when that first happened, I was so pissed because I had been wanting to do like the woo 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 Long Island Club gimmick, and he was coming out to that music. He was like, no, now I can't do it. And that lasted for like 3 weeks, so I was fine.
The best part about your Long Island Club gimmick is that even though it's wrestling and done up and exaggerated, it's still understated for a Long Island Club person.
Oh, 100%, because that's when this is after Hawkins and I were wearing, the beanies or the toques, as they say in Canada. We were split up from the Edgeheads. I needed to be something different. And I was going out to the clubs, like with my friends at the time. I was like 22 years old, 23, 24. And I just hated all the idiots just with the sunglasses, the headbands, and the earrings, and the pop collars. But they weren't doing it as a joke. This was how they were really presenting themselves, on a Friday, Saturday night. So I just took that, and usually in wrestling, you got to turn the volume up. I didn't have to turn the volume anywhere. No, maybe turn it down a bit.
Yeah. I have a cousin in Long Island, and I've gone to the club with him, and he told people that I was on Monday Night Raw.
Well.
And then I had to start doing front rolls. There was a whole thing. It was a real decision. Let me press the coffee. Did you make yours, or are you still finishing? I don't want to force another cup on you. You're going to have the runs while you're doing squats.
I have one here, one in the Matt Cardona mug, the broken skull. Not broken skull like Austin, but.
Right. Yours is more of a fractured skull.
Right. There's a couple cracks.
Yeah. Here we go. Okay, here's a nice press. And now you did say that you had a surprise for me.
Well, I think the surprise was that I had the legs tanned. It wasn't like.
But you said it. You texted me a week beforehand and said, I have a surprise for you.
I mean, I don't really have a good surprise for you.
What is the surprise? That you're participating?
Well, I tanned my legs. I thought you'd be impressed with that.
As opposed to you showing up pale like, I don't know, Alex Kozlov was on the...
Should I find you a gift?
Do you have anything around?
Who's your favorite wrestler from like the 97, 99 era? WWE.
Let's go with Key. Remember Kilo? Remember that guy, Vic Grimes?
Okay, someone who was in WWF who was like an actual.
He was in.
Someone who could potentially have their own action figure.
Do you have a Clarence Mason?
Keep going. I do, but not one that I'm going to give you. So.
Okay, do you have any Southern Justice?
I don't know. Name someone else.
Oh, God. Flash Funk.
Stay right there.
Okay, all right.
Keep the camera rolling.
Okay.
Keep it rolling.
Well, we're here in the kitchen of what was once Zack Ryder and what is now really barely Matt Cardona. It's a sad state of affairs. I don't have much faith in him on the indie scene. I give him 3 weeks at best, and then he'll fake an injury or perhaps do a retirement tour. I have a feeling he's going to change his finish from the Rough Rider because I don't think he's going to be doing running high leg drops in an indie ring. I think what we're looking at, if I may be so bold, is perhaps like the new Honky Tonk Man. How Honky Tonk Man, like every 2 years, would adjust his finish, and he's like, I don't bump, I just go down on my knees. And then it's like, I don't go down on my knees.
Flash, you are so funky.
Oh, wow, that is something.
I just happen to have a whole bunch of extras, so I will mail this your way. I don't know if you're a fan of Card Collector, or would you like me to let it breathe here live and then I send it Lucy? It's up to you.
Well, no, maybe I'll keep it in the. Yeah, I like to keep that all together. It does look so nice.
Look at that. He's got the nice hat.
Yeah, and he's got quite a schwanz on him too. So it looks like it's to scale.
It's not worth any money if you're looking to resell this.
Yeah.
You'd probably get $7.
But now that it has this story behind it, maybe we'll get $8.50.
It's possible.
Yeah.
It's like you'd have to do that a direct to consumer. With the shipping, you'd end up losing out.
Right. Right. Yeah. Let me know how much the shipping it. Didn't it take a while for you to send me that Jerry Van Dyke?
Yeah, I think. Hey, listen, you're in Canada. It takes a while.
Yeah. Didn't the customs hold it up? They thought you were doing an illegal Jerry Van Dyke business. You were smuggling it in.
Apparently.
Oh wow. Well, I want to cheers you. Welcome to the Indies.
Oh, cheers, bro. I heard what you said about me before.
What? I was just musing. It'll be all edited out, I'm sure. Do you have a new finishing move? You thinking maybe an armbar or something?
I will use the same move, change the name.
You're gonna use that move?
Yeah.
All right. Have you been in these rings? Where have you been? It's a disaster.
PWF New Jersey.
Wow. Well, like, I don't know. You may do like the Nash thing where you still insist that you're using the power bomb, but then you insist on the other guy going over so you don't have to do it. You say, you know what? Let me put you over. I don't need another win.
Yeah, Rough Rider was on my my list of things I couldn't use. So no more Rough Rider.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a long list.
I'll say.
Yeah.
Can you woo woo?
I would woo woo to me is dead anyway, but yeah. That was on my list.
So was woo woo on your list or was just woo on your list?
Woo woo woo, you know it was on the list.
So what if you just wooed twice? Because one woo is Ric Flair, that we know.
Right. It might be too close. There was a lot of things on the list, even things that I never even said.
Yeah.
Or called myself, like the Long Island Loudmouth was on my list. I never went by the Long Island Loudmouth.
I feel like commentary must have said that.
Right.
Yeah.
But that was on my list.
I got to be honest with you. You're not that loud.
I don't know. Maybe a trash talking guy. I don't know. I don't know where that came from.
Yeah. They love, I will say, well, all of wrestling does, alliteration.
Right, right.
You know? Do you want me to speak to them? I've been on a couple Zoom calls.
I've heard about that.
Yeah.
How you crashed the call?
I crashed the call. I Rick Rooted the call.
I respect that.
I'm a call crasher.
I was going to get Titus on here to introduce you guys properly, but he didn't pick up.
It frightens me. His face made no change in expression when I came on. None of my stuff worked. I showed the Jerry Van Dyke picture, by the way.
Really?
Yeah, I had it next to me. No, I didn't want to name drop you.
Oh, you knew what I heat.
I knew a little better than that. I mean, I already crashed the call.
Oh, and how much of that did they edit out?
The only thing they edited out was when David started talking about people from other companies.
Ah, okay.
But they left all my stuff in. I will say this, and this is going to go down in the history books. I was the first person in WWE history to mention Madeline Kahn on WWE programming. Like that, I know for sure.
I don't know who that is. So
have you ever seen Blazing Saddles?
No.
Have you ever seen Young Frankenstein?
No.
Have you ever seen History of the World Part 1?
No.
Mel Brooks? Nothing? Have you ever seen not the first Cosby Show, the second one, where he moves to Brooklyn and he's got the same wife but different names?
Ooh, I saw one. I don't remember.
Have you seen Clue?
No.
Do you get out of the house?
No, it's quarantine, and I'm going to the gym today. And your friend hates me for it.
Yeah. Well, Mario's going to be very upset, and maybe we'll have to Zoom it all, and maybe we'll all go to New York.
Is he mad at you for having me on the show?
I don't know. I don't think he knows that you're on yet.
When you tweet it, he might be pissed.
I'll tell you something. When he was on the show, he had his working boots on. He did a slew of impressions. He sang a wonderful song, and you said, "I have a surprise for you," and then nothing.
I got your flash bump, baby.
That's a consolation.
That is, I tanned my legs. That was a big deal to me.
I got to say, I see why you and Chelsea are together.
Why is that?
Empty promises.
Oh my God.
Here's $10. Here's a surprise. I get nothing. All I'm stuck with is a Hulk Hogan toothbrush over here.
How about this? When I mail you Flash Funk, I'll mail you somebody also. So you should open them, have a little fig fed, play with them. Maybe you could put them on the refrigerator so I see them in the future episodes,
Yes. That would be nice.
Like a little, it's a reminder. Like a little set up there, You get a coffee. I told you about the coffee mugs.
Yeah, I'm going to get a coffee mug, unfortunately.
Yeah. You didn't even inquire about that.
I also heard that your podcast is getting a spin-off.
That is true.
I love how it's been announced as your podcast is getting a spin-off when it's it's you doing it. It's not a network. NBC isn't saying, here's the green light. You have more time on your hands and you're doing more stuff.
Essentially, you are correct. But something that we were doing on the show, that particular segment was getting so popular.
Yeah.
Hold on. That we decided.
Barry Horowitz is going to host it?
That's right. No, I wish that we decided, hey, this is getting so popular. Let's make it its own show as opposed to a little segment. For instance, what we're doing these fantasy fig feds where Hawkins, Brian Myers and I, can't say Hawkins.
Yes.
We drafted our own figure rosters and we're building cards and having monthly pay-per-views.
Right.
But now we're going to, turn it into a weekly thing where we were just doing it once a month where we go through all 4 weeks of TV as a pay-per-view. But now every week we're going to talk about our shows.
Right. This is how Frasier would show up on Cheers once in a while. And then the writers went, no, we need all Frasier all the time.
I was a big Frasier fan.
He was I thought he was wonderful. I found Roz very attractive.
I loved it. Great show.
I have a crush on, do you remember the woman who played his ex-wife? Lilith Crane? Nothing?
I don't recall.
That you put that in the Madeline Kahn category?
Yeah.
I was upset. I thought the spinoff was going to be perhaps the Silver Balls Hour or something.
Silver Balls, he has his own show on our Patreon feed, called The Silver Lining. I think it should be called The Silver Balls Hour.
And maybe I need to team with Mr. Silver Balls because I have it's this gray hair here, and I think it's a nice, like a Steve Martin kind of team.
Well, when you wrestle, though, and you have it wet, you can't tell.
No, you can't tell.
It's more of a dry thing.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Once I slick it back, you don't know. Once I give it the old Paul Roma, you can't really tell.
No, Paul Roma. Hey, Paul Roma's a great guy. One of the best 4 horsemen ever.
He still wrestles, by the way.
Does he really?
Yeah, and he does the top rope elbow.
He was always super jacked. I always appreciate guys who got in the gym, had good physiques,
Yeah, well, he must live in Florida then. Yeah, like myself. Yeah. I have I could work out if I wanted to look.
Right.
I was going to go to the gym, but I got caught up in a book.
Right, sure.
I think that's the look.
Yeah, I'm a big gym guy. So being stuck at home with no gym, I've been building things in my backyard, but it's not the same.
Yeah,
That's why when your friend is all mad at me that I want to just squat, it hurts my feelings.
Well, I'm going to have to talk to him.
Please do.
I'm going to have to patch things up.
He tweeted me in a negative way and then retweeted his own tweet to let people know again.
Yeah, well, he was passionate about it.
He was really pissed.
Yeah.
God forbid I want to go to the gym.
And it's only because I made that joke to you about you jacking off at the gym.
Which I don't do, by the way.
Yeah, I think that was like a siren call. People saw jacking off and they said, what's this conversation about?
I don't do that at the gym.
No, certainly not before you work out.
No.
Because then you want to nap and.
Right. It's a tiring thing. Yeah.
I use it as kind of like a reward system.
In what way?
Well, I say, here's a cookie. Like, get through the workout and then treat yourself.
No, I mean, to me, like, I've been working out for so long where it's like, even if I don't want to have my coffee, my breakfast, that's why I had to do this, a little later so I could eat breakfast. I can't. Right. I have my routine. I can't.
Yeah, you want it to look full.
Right. And now I wish maybe I didn't eat because now I'm flexing the whole time. I'm very uncomfortable.
So now here's a question. You have a fine physique. Right? But are you going to do the indie thing where you train even harder and try to get an even better body to show them that you're in control of your destiny? Or are you just going to just bloat it up like Brutus Beefcake?
I don't know if I could get in. I mean, obviously I could get in better shape if I dieted and didn't.
Yeah, if you did something. Yeah.
I try very, very hard. Listen, if I had a bodybuilding show that I could set my mind on, I would okay, I wouldn't, have pizza here or a cheeseburger. I want to live my life. So if I want a chicken parm,
yeah,
I'll eat the chicken parm.
Yeah.
But I know what to do in the gym. I know how to, eat right and, prioritize what's important. If I want to, I'm not going to sacrifice a good night with my fiance at a nice house. I'm going to have what I want to eat. I'm not going to, I need to have this amount of steak and no carbs and this amount of extra. Fuck that.
Yeah. Yeah. See, I would, to be honest with you, if you want to make it in this on the indie scene, cut the comedy, cut the chicken parm.
That's right.
Is what I say.
There's no good chicken parm in Orlando. Maybe Mario can give me some chicken parm in New York.
Mario is a fine chef, and he's one of the great restaurateurs. He'll take you out to these wonderful places. So if you're in the neighborhood, and I can certainly be in the neighborhood once everything's lifted,
right?
I say we go.
Did he ever take you to Carmine's in New York City?
No, that's a little. He's past Carmine. That's like taking me to Rayo's or.
Carmine's my absolute favorite.
Really?
The best.
I like going to Grimaldi's.
I don't know that.
See, I like going to Umberto's on Long Island.
Really?
Yeah. No?
It's okay. Yeah, okay.
You don't like what? You have a problem with it?
No, I like it. What about Bocce on Long Island?
I have not been.
Good.
Okay. My grandmother lives like just outside of Garden City.
Okay, Bocce's right around there.
Okay.
You go.
Yeah, we can go. You mean us or just me? I'm supposed to tell you how it is.
Well, I've been to Bocce, so I think it's great. But maybe if we're both on the Long Island, it's on Long Island, not in Long Island, by the way.
Yeah. Well, I can be in it and on it. Are we going to be at Bocce's or in Bocce's?
I guess both.
Right.
Right. It depends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
no good chicken parm here in Orlando. It's
very Florida. I think where you are also defines what it is.
Well, I mean, I do like there's some good pizza here. I found some good pizza.
Now, here's a thing that I haven't done that I would like to do with you too.
Okay.
I think you're the only person I know who has the patience for it.
Are you scratching your butt right now? What are you doing?
No, I'm scratching my leg. My leg. I have to go all the way back here. Because the coffee makes me hot sometimes. And this is such a heated conversation.
Right.
Epcot Center.
Right.
As you know, there's a Canada exhibit.
Yes, there is.
And there's a film inside.
Right. I've never seen it. I know what you're talking about, though.
It stars Martin Short.
That's right.
And it's about 25 minutes long.
I think that's great for a nice hot day. Go in, get some AC, learn about Canada.
It's great. And the wonderful comic stylings of Martin Short.
I would check that out.
If you're interested, if you have, well, now that you do have the time on your hands.
That's right.
Yeah. If you're not busy doing your spin-off show that got greenlit, and I'm so proud of you.
Hey, my spin-off show might have superstars like Flash Funk in it. And then you'd have to listen because you're a big Flash Funk fan.
Right. I'm looking forward to listening to it. When does it come on? You've just announced it and you haven't set it up yet?
Well, actually, Silver Balls got very upset that I announced it. He got very upset with me that I announced it. I was doing an interview with comicbook.com, and they actually broke the news.
Yeah, that's how I saw it. Avid reader.
That's right, and Silver Balls was very upset about it. So I bought him a Hollywood Hulk Hogan bandana to say, I'm sorry.
Is this how you shut people up? You just give them merchandise?
Well, he's a big Hollywood Hulk Hogan fan. And a couple days ago, I was in Clearwater, and Hogan's Beach Shop was right there. So I went in, and I got a Hollywood Hogan. It's actually called the War Bonnet. It's like the sock.
Yes.
Yes.
With the fist?
No. It's like it looks like he's wearing like a condom on his head.
Yeah.
Yes.
Did you go to Bushwhacker Luke's gym?
Apparently that's closed down. I was looking for it, unfortunately.
My picture was up in it.
Really?
Yeah. We did a tour once. And there was a big cast photo. And I liked going in and pointing and saying, this is me.
You have to do that.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a great fellow. Well, I want to say thank you. I know you probably have a TikTok to film or something.
I don't do TikToks, so no.
I saw one.
First of all, I think
you did this one. You did this. You walk in and then you go that.
That's the one. I think TikTok is going to be a big thing, a huge thing.
Yeah.
I just don't know how to use it. Like, I know what is successful and popular on there. I just don't know how to actually use the app.
You don't cultivate anything out of it. They're going to greenlight some show with some guy from TikTok, and they'll be like, TikTok's the next big thing. And then the show is going to bomb. And then you'll
look at like Instagram when it came out. It was just like for people taking nice, high quality photos. Now look, we're all on Instagram.
Well, you know what? And I think you should add me on Tout.
Tout I don't think it's around anymore, brother.
Oh, well, do you have the capital? Can we invest in Tout? Can we bring it back?
I'd rather not. Tout was such a disaster.
I was touting all the time.
Were you really?
I want to tout.
Oh my God. Tout sucked. Tout was not cool.
We could be tout stars.
It's like when WWE wants something, like instead of like embracing Twitter or, Instagram, they're like, let's make our own.
Yeah.
So they had this WWE Universe app, which sucked. And then they bought into Tout, which sucked.
Yeah.
I just got to go with the flow.
Yeah. I enjoyed.
I'm the internet champion.
Yes, you are. And I want to say, thank you for pioneering a way in which you could use the internet to your simultaneous advantage and professional disadvantage at the same time.
That's right.
I think it's been and you walked so I could also walk.
That's right. I mean, and hopefully, it's not over yet. Still here, right?
The internet's certainly here.
Internet's still here. And, my other title, championship, the other belt I have is a little outdated.
Yeah.
It has the hair, the glasses.
Yeah.
I might have to update it with a logo that looks like that.
Oh, yeah. I've never seen a skull on a custom belt before. That's a great idea. That's wonderful. Well, I want to say thank you, Matt Cardona.
That's right. Brett Cardona. Oh, by the way, Brett, my assistant, was just me.
No.
Yes.
Are you sure?
Positive.
That's a very Jerry Lewis or kind of move to say, hello, I'm calling on behalf of Matt Cardona.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Brett is my middle name. It was also my first indie name / backyard name, Brett Matthews.
Wow.
Flip-flop my name, added a Z or Z.
Here's my Zack Ryder, Johnny Carson mashup. Woo, woo, woo. I did not know that.
There you go.
This is pretty good. I'm going to take that on the road.
Yeah.
I like it. I want to say thank you. And I don't know, at the end of the show, we usually just do a spin. Have you seen the program before?
Of course. I've seen clips.
You've seen clips. I understand. Yeah, I'm a Major Brothers fan. Okay, let's spin. And then we'll cheers, okay? All right. Hold on.
We go left or right?
This way.
This way.
This way.
Okay.
There you go. Spinning. There you go. Good day.
Oh, yeah.
And God bless.
Thanks for having me.
That wasn't for you. That was for the viewers. Guests of the RJ City Show, subscribe to his channel, follow him on social media, and buy his t-shirts at prowrestlingtees.com/RJ City.